morning, everyone. Good morning.
Barbara King wants to arm this 8th grade class
All right, so today's topic is misinformation.
with the tools they will need in a world of information saturation.
We're going to learn to identify the various types of misinformation.
And there is a lot to learn.
They're called satire, false context, imposter content, manipulated content, and fabricated content.
Just imagine trying to make sense of all of this as a teenager.
Now we go to imposter content. What does imposter mean?
Like someone trying to be someone else.
Someone trying to be someone else, right? You hear that word, what's an imposter? So an imposter content uses either a well-known name, a brand, or a logo to fool people into believing that it's authentic.
As the web becomes even more of a Wild West every day, the students here at PS 207 in Queens, New York, know that they need these lessons.
A lot of students have social media, and if they're looking at stuff that is like wrong and just telling everyone that it's right, and they're just giving everyone false information.
King began teaching media literacy 7 years ago. Why the initial impulse to teach about this?
I feel it's a skill that my students really need. There's too much misinformation around us in the world, and I want to give them some tools to make sense of what they're seeing.
She uses curriculum from the News Literacy Project, a nonpartisan education nonprofit. Founder Alan Miller says these lessons are now used by more than 37,000 educators.
What do I mean by I want you to critically think about what you're seeing on the internet?
The goal is to equip future generations of savvy news consumers.
So in the picture, it looks like a car is like on a highway and there's like a shark in the water.
And so what are we looking at? We're looking at what type of a social media? What kind of account is that?
Twitter.
It's an infamous fake, one that gets reshared every time there's a hurricane. And these students are sharing tips so they don't get fooled.
On Google, there's this little picture of a camera, and you can add the image in there, and it will reverse search it.
So ultimately, news literacy is about something bigger. It's about basic critical thinking skills.
Correct.
How do you try to connect those dots?
To me, this is a real world problem. It's very easy to bring that in when they start realizing I can utilize these skills in anything that I do.
After the class, students told me the lessons hit close to home. Do any of you feel like you try to correct friends or family now based on what you've learned? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, like when COVID first started, like my family thought that, wow, this is a hoax, but then I'm like, this is real, like people are really dying, getting sick from it. I really just wanted to believe that it was fake, because I didn't want that to really happen to me, but it was real and it just changed everyone's lives, honestly.
Maybe that gets to the motivations of you want to believe something, but you got to face reality head on.
Other fake articles, maybe you want to believe it, but it's not true and you have to research if it's really true or not.
More traffic into this fake site.
They also said their peers would benefit from this class. Do you all feel like every student needs to be learning news literacy?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.